Hey guys, we are back for the final review in the basic assortment of Wave 1 for Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you've been keeping up with some of my reviews, you know that there was one figure that had eluded me in my hunt, and we finally tracked him down, and that was Splinter. So we've got him here finally, ready to take a look at him. This guy comes in the same kind of packaging that the other figures come in, specifically the non-turtle figures. So we've got him here in the blister. We've got the generic all four turtles backer card artwork there, and then the back has got product shots of the whole wave as well as artwork and a bit of a write-up for Splinter. So let's pull him out and take a look. Alright guys, here we go. We've got our new, and I don't know if improved is the word to use, Splinter figure from Playmates Toys out of the package. And this is one that I was really interested to take a look at simply because he's so very different. And I'm honestly not too sure that I'm sold on this design just yet, but we've got to take a look and see how he plays out in toy form. Of course, we have got to start with articulation. And frankly, there's not a great deal of it with this figure. As you might imagine, he is very, very big. You know, there's a lot of plastic here. He's very heavy. I'd say he's probably the heaviest of the bunch, maybe heavier than Meat Sweats almost. I'm just going to move this cane aside for a second, just so we can move him around. So the head does swivel, but it only does so much. He's got hair on the back, so it's going to stop him from moving. I expect it would be able to move a little more if that hair was not in the way. He does have a waist twist, which was honestly kind of surprising because it's almost kind of hidden. You don't really know it's there until you start moving him around. The arms can hinge and rotate, and that is it. There is no elbow articulation. There's no wrist articulation. His legs are articulated, but it's almost unnecessary. You can see in there, they're just swivels, so you can swivel the legs back and forth, and they move, but not very much. And his right leg, well, your left on the screen, is hindered by the tail, and the tail does not move. It's static. So really, he just has a kicking leg, but at the end of the day, he has to be positioned in such a way that he can stand up. So there's not a great deal you can do with him. He is definitely the least dynamic of all the figures, but where he's very not dynamic, he's very static, he is very stable. I suppose that's not to be unexpected when you have such a rotund character. So I guess there's a trade-off there. He doesn't have stability problems, but you're also not going to be doing a great deal with him either. Now, in the looks department, this is where things get kind of hairy for me because I just really don't like this design for Splinter. From the cartoon aspect, this is just not what I want Splinter to look like. Of course, Playmates has to make the toy like what the show looks like, and in that regard, I think they succeeded pretty well. You know, you either like the design or you don't, but at the same time, I think they translated the design to plastic really well. It is, just like the other figures, a pretty solid representation of the show. It is minimally sculpted, minimally painted, but it's not too bad, and what is here is actually well done. So I'm not really upset about it, I just don't really care for it at the same time, if that makes sense. So he is wearing kind of a kimono, and we've got a little bit of paint, some browns and some maroon type colors for the flowers. The arms and legs are cast in the pink plastic. You've got a cast maroony color for the tail. The hair is cast in gray, just like the skin. There is a little sculpt to it, not too much, and then you've got pink in the ears, a little bit of a maroon color for the nose, and then a kind of off-white creamy color for the eyebrows and beard with his yellow eyes. So, you know, while I may not care for this design, I can't really fault Playmates for what they've done here. It's a fat rat figure in a kimono, and this is pretty much exactly what this guy looks like in the show. So in that regard, I think they succeeded pretty well. We do have a few accessories to talk about real quick. Obviously, he's holding one here. We've got a cane, and it's not just a cane, but it is sculpted pretty well. He holds it only in his left hand because his right is a closed fist, so nothing's going in there. But you can actually, you know, pop it out of his hand, pull it out. It's a sword cane, which when I realized this, I thought that was pretty sweet. So there's a little gnarly design to the handle here. You've got a silver blade, and you can just pop it right back in, and he looks like any old unassuming rat that is holding a cane. We do have a couple other accessories, which is very similar to the turtle. So just like his 4 adopted sons, he comes with 2 gray triple-bladed shurikens, so kind of standard turtle fare, but he also comes with them. So if you've got the turtles as well, then you get a total of, what, 10 of these. So there you go, guys. A quick look at the latest TMNT Splinter figure. And again, this is one that I was interested to take a look at because of the fact that this design is so very different. You know, I don't have to like the design, and I, for the most part, I'm happy with the way some of these figures and turtles look, but this one just really doesn't do it for me. That said, Playmates has translated this animated look into figure form really well, so I can't fault them for it, but at the same time, it is not my Splinter. It's not what I want the old man to look like, so there you go. That's going to do it for our look at the Rise of the TMNT Splinter figure from Playmates Toys. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and until next time.